Hello, I'm back again. Yay. Magic. Amazing. Anyway, we are going to be playing Best Served Cold again. Um, this is me like an hour after I filmed that, like 2 hours after. It's fine. Ignore that. Ignore it. Anyway, yeah, so let's jump into it and yeah, let's see what more we can find out. So far, we have an interesting array of characters, and honestly, I'm vibing with all of them. They're pretty chill people, like, but once we get deeper into their stories, maybe that'll change. Okay, so let's jump into it, shall we? Okay, we are back, and that was the sound of my throat. Shut up. Ignore it. Ooh. Another dawn, another. With all these people in here? After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens, barkeep. Seems like this place is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. What do you want? Oh my gosh, no, I didn't mean. Am I just saying the wrong things with this man every single time? Hugo. Someone on this street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. Yeah, sure. So, Elena Dragos, Killian Duran, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the Last Drop around the time Natalia Reed was murdered. And you're saying you got this information from Peter Wagner. Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Pavoki. Yeah. And the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at this time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. First one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty looking syringe. It is empty, and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? About the syringe. Murder weapon is particular and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Back before Prohibition, it was slipping into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark from this needle. Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately this one is available at any pharmacy. It doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Sare either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it, if this was back in Beliga, I don't know. I know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel intimidation to achieve his goal. I'm making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him then, I guess. And a lighter. It was close to the body and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around at a few tobacco shops and they always said the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess the killer is a smoker. Nasty habit. Okay, so he just doesn't like anything I say. Personally, I don't approve of smoking. I don't like smoking. I don't smoke. I don't plan on ever smoking. That's just me. I kind of find it to be not a great habit. Either way, it's an epidemic that's taking a lot of people out. Sorry if you feel differently. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds the new section in the back. After looking at it one last time, he hands it back. I had some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrow it down to 4 people. Although we have given 4 people already, but given we are working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are, what is the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure, and you should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no, but it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. What? I trust you. To get me in an uncomfortable position, let me down and I'll make things very uncomfortable for you. Oh, he trusted me with enough information that could get him in a uncomfortable position and let me down. I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Okay, got it. Very well. You got a brand new tab. Hello. Hugo has added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Oh, it's up there. Look. Select the highlighted tab at the top to... Ooh, I knocked it into my desk. Tab at the top to navigate to the newly added case page. In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. The case file displays clues that show a suspect's motive and evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a potential culprit, such as an alibi. Once you are confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look into the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. Now, press the X on the top right to exit the notebook. If you've already If you're already in conversation with Hugo like you are right now, you can press the button in the bottom right to submit your case. Oh, that button? Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get one shot. If you submit your case before a deadline is passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find more evidence on all suspects and figure out who's innocent and who's guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. Peter has a storied history with the Bokovi police. You can usually count on him on being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish. Maybe even the Brugge boys gang under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have something to do with this, but she's white collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. What am I looking for? Constable Hugo Martins. That's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies? I'm partial to pointless conversations and wasting my time. You have no hobbies? If I indulge this line of questions, will it motivate you to trust me? Yes. Fine, I like building miniatures, and when I was younger, I collected model trains. Tell me more! I'm a collector. What is there more to say? We all collect things. You collect useless information, and I collect trains. I don't have them anymore before you ask. I had to leave them back in Beligia. Beligia? Did you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiance hated it. All those things are with my parents now. Is that all? Yes. I'm trying not to push too much. I'm not going to ask him about the fiance thing because I feel like that's pushing it. The situation at my workplace is none of your business. I see. What sort of drink you like, Constable? Selling coffee? Why? Isn't my job to know? You can memorize everyone's favorite drinks. I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you'd want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee. Because we drink a lot in Beligia, reminds me of home. Noting that down. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. You like a drink, Constable? I shouldn't, but perhaps one won't hurt. Let's do wake-up call. Okay. Boom. Perfect. Ow. Wake-up call. Perfect mix. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. I'm prepared for answering your questions. He's tipsy. You have a fiance? And he do. You needn't look so surprised. I'm not. Good. Is it all then? Nope. Cool. Oh, and Priest is here. Okay. So, will he be here every day? Interesting. Oh, I haven't seen you in a minute. Sup, girly? Quick, you gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. Hold on 1 second. Can I go? Yeah, profiles? Profiles? I haven't found her favorite yet. Can I go to all profiles? Hugo? Oh, he likes the wake-up call. Peter. Wait. What was that? A former partner. Okay. For a minute, I thought it was like romantic. The goddess does not seem to mind his alcoholism. Okay, Olivia. I forgot about her. Not gonna lie. One of the upcoming radio show, Chamomile and Elliot Lynn. Oh, he did like the mint punch. Okay. Obsessed with cleanliness, demanding clean glasses for his drinks and wiping them off with his sleeve. Killian. Interesting. He didn't like either. Had an eye on Alina Dragos, but fears her friend Maria Popa would get in his way. Alina? Interesting. Just the basic stuff. Grew up in the Brooker family estate, country, came seeking asylum. And my girl Maria. Yes. Okay. Dang. Crazy. Okay. What have I missed? Oh wait, that's what I was checking. I was like, did she have a favorite drink that I've given her? No, she hasn't. She only has one. Kind of drink you like? Gonna sound weird, but I love something spiced. I love ginger ale in my drinks. If I didn't have to be so careful with my coin, I'd only ever drink copper bullets. Is that weird? That's not weird. Glad you think so. Let's make you a drink. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Need a drink, Clara? Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow. I'm just gonna make your favorite drink. I hope you're not mad at me for it. Copper bullet. Perfect mix. Oh, damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. Well, I have enough for all questions. Tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one of them. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. As a maid, believe it or not, I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent, and less cleaning of bodily fluids was involved. Ah, there she is. Sorry, my light was dimming on me for a minute. Yep. Do you like your job? God, no. Do you? Could be better. In another life, I'd be traveling the globe, competing for medals in Bartitsu competitions and drinking my winnings. In this life, though, bed sheets and refills, those little shampoo bottles. Sorry. One day, I'll get out of Barkovy, and I'm too old to compete in martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Alright, trapped. I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I've paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark Carla won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt. But with the wage from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No use in worrying till I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season. I'm sure the rainbows are coming. What do you know about Natalia? I guess I've seen her a few times before the murder. She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot. Same as Elliot, Olivia, and Alina once or twice. Olivia. Oh, wait, no. Olivia? Redhead? No, Olivia is... Oh, Olivia Carmen. Okay. I don't know why I thought Carmen was her first name. Okay, so she also knew Olivia. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That stuck with me. Because Olivia's kind of a big deal amongst that lot. And everyone formed a crowd around her. Oops. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too. Usually away from the bar though. Over at the Vantage booths. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but I do look like... But do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? No, I get it. Why do you come and visit? Isn't it risky? Probably, but then again, I could get hit by a radio carriage tomorrow while crossing the road. You have a point. Sifu says boats are safest in a harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. Also, just because something is a rule doesn't make it right. Sounds about right. Did you come from work? No, I work at the hotel. My shift starts early and finishes early. I have later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training really hard just now. Training for what? My gray belt. Submersible combat thing, right? Bartitsu grading symbol. When I can take my seafood down to the mat, I gain the gray belt. Good luck. Oh wait, I have to work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep. Good luck with the bar. Night. I love Clara. She's so chill. Okay, so we know that you knew her as well, and you were actually more intertwined than you thought, and sadly Olivia's not here, else I could interrogate her as well. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Good evening, Mr. Floor. They say conversing is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Does he have a favorite drink? The Eastern Ruby was... I have two, so I'll give him a drink first. Something classy, with red wine served over ice. Feel free to experiment. Red wine over ice, okay. Feel free to experiment with if the inspiration strikes. Alright. Oh, and a lemon. Got it. Red wine, ice, lemon. You want to just say that you want an Eastern Ruby. Yep, that's what he wanted. Oh my gosh. It's interesting how all of them are different, I think. Eastern Ruby. Perfect mix. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Okay, so we have 4. Lighter. Yeah. Fancy lighter? Not exactly my taste. What is this about? Do you smoke, Mr. Floor? Doesn't everyone? We must make the most of the time we have and enjoy where we can, ideally with lots of finely toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks, and a friend to share it all with. Sure. Because it seems like everybody's a smoker except for me. Okay. Never mistake a lack of vice for virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink, and love good coffee. So, I'm assuming 2 people that you happen to share a friendship with. Either a detective, which is right behind you, or Mr. Henchman, aka best friend Peter. I feel like you know more than you're letting on, sir. The worst man I've ever loved is decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging, it was just a question. Yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with the lighter, I'm afraid. It's alright. Let's see if I have any more clues for him. Okay, do you know about Natalia? Interesting. I've been thinking back to when we met briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff Bukovi formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. So he did know her as well. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance is a mystery. I suppose it makes sense she'd frequent speakeasies after the prohibition, so there really is a killer on the loose then. Apparently. Ghastly. I hope her customers tread lightly. Me too. Killian. What about Killian? Killian's... Natalia's dad. Killian is... Yeah, okay. Why are we asking about Killian of all people? He's a boy in a man's costume. Petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child around the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. Interesting. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles? Wow. Okay, crazy. Also unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble for those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He certainly is a bit of a brat. He taps the bar in annoyance. Interesting. Typical of the Nouveau? No. Nouveau. I'm just gonna say Nouveau Riche. They can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. That could be a motive for killing the girl. She turned him down. She said no. Because right now, technically, what he's doing is kind of like stalking. I get it. He's saying he's watching over them, but it feels a bit more stalking. Like, okay. Um, Tell me about yourself. Haven't rambled on enough already? No. I'm 56 years old, so I was around when all the money started flowing in at Sara. I was born in a little town that was swallowed up by the expanding city borders last year. But I feel like I'm babbling now. What else do you want to know? Married? Once. To Flora. But maybe we can talk about that when we know each other a little bit better. Sure. Look at the time. I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chest lounge upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Good night. Okay, so Flora. Is that someone in our list or no? No. Okay, so we don't know who. Natalia, that was her name. So, yeah, Natalia could have turned him down. And because of that, he could have killed her. Who do I want to talk to next? Let's go with Suit. Bartender, we meet again. That tends to happen when you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle here. What's the subject today? What sort of drink you like, Killian? Something that can get me drunk without feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So sugary then. I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Got it. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. He wants a mint punch. Boom. Mint punch. Perfect mix. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle here. Oh yeah, the same thing. Okay. Oh wait, have you seen this lighter before? A lighter? Goddess, I'm not sure what this has to do anything to do with me. You a smoker, Killian? Killian looks uncomfortable as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits. Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Smart man. Syringe? Hey now, that syringe looks familiar. It does? Of course, my mom is a medical professional, so we have these lying around for her surgery. She even has some at her home practice behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother and actually used them. She did. Yes, that's how we initially got acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing but back then, she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth and has been really bloomed. Unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet. But that doesn't mean you couldn't have done it either. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nonetheless. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because she could have got the key duplicated. Okay. Let's see. Have we already talked to him about it? I don't think so. No, I don't think that's really relevant. He's already discussed that he was a... Okay, I'm gonna end the conversation with him. Yeah, I gotta get to work. Will do. I'm gonna talk to you. In a bad mood again. John Lacey. Bartender. Father Lacey. Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who's not confessing mortal sins. Fancy a drink? That is like choosing my favorite hymn. Him? That was him. Too difficult. Indulge me. He takes a deep breath and his eyes shelve like he's like, I don't know why I feel like he's the killer. He just I don't know, dude, it's stressing me. His eyes and eyes the shelves like he is poisoned and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. He taps his fingers along the bright wood on the top of the bar and clicks his tongue once. It would probably be the night count that you serve here. It has a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me. Any reason? Much of life is bitter. Might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with the other ingredients which make me palatable. Right. You lift a clean glass from the tray, place it on the table, and he takes a short breath. You drink, Father? Father makes me think of my vows, but priest had taught it is the worst thing to abominate wine than to imbibe it. So I'll choose the lesser sin. And he said he wanted a night count. Go! Night count. Perfect mix. These drinks really have disturbed my equilibrium tonight. I should get back to the meds. What? John Lacey, no! Lacey, no! Dang it! I didn't know drinking would make him leave. Lacey. Okay, no one gets a drink now. You. Elliot. Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth, pulls it out. We discourage smoking. These are methanol. They make your breath smell good. If you must. I must. What do you need from me? What happened to Natalia? I don't know who that is. Bukovia is a big city. Would I remember her? She worked nearby. This is Bukovia Boulevard. Everyone is nearby. Thanks anyway. Want a drink? Elliot closely inspects it and nods. This look okay? Yes, hurry up. Mint punch. I'm just overly suspicious of Elliot. And no, I don't even feel like it's overly suspicious. Dude is suspicious. Like, oh my gosh. Nice, clean, crisp drink. What do you need from me? You see, what I'm not getting is, you're saying you don't know her. But I didn't know Natalia Reed. I have no idea who she is. Was. Brows furrowed, and he's clearly perturbed by the fact you're reading his emotions. You can stop lying now. What makes you so sure I'm lying? Someone saw you with her at the hotel. Ah, lying, liar. You're a liar. Oh my gosh, you're a liar. Anyway. Elliot pauses for so long. You're not sure he heard you. Squinting, he examines the empty glass like it holds the secrets of the universe. Sir, you lied. What is there to talk about? You lied! For no reason either. Because if you were more honest and was like, yeah, no, I knew her. Yeah, we met like once or twice, you know, we, hang out in the same areas of stuff and all that. No one would literally be shocked, but the fact that you guys have been seen hanging out together and then you lie, that's weird. Yeah. Well. Right. Yes, Natalia. I knew her, but barely. We met once or twice while we were drinking. I intimidated. I might find her attractive. To a degree. She made it very clear to everyone that my feelings were not reciprocated. Why did you lie? Because this is an embarrassing experience and I don't like to relive it. You're a bartender. It should be none of your business. You're gonna serve me or done? I'm done. Any more evidence? Seen this lighter before? Lighter on the ground? People lose lighters all the time. What does that have to do with me? Don't they smoke? All my life. Since school, actually. A while in. I was trying to fit in popular lads. I needn't have bothered. I'm not sure I even enjoy it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is the shaking of my hands when I can't find tobacco. And this is why I'm a big advocate against smoking. Literally. Don't smoke. Like, even, like, people who's, like, no offense to people who smoke weed, but, dude, it's just not, either way, you're still breathing smoke into your lungs. That can't be healthy for you. That can't, like, yeah, it's numbing, which is, like, why it helps people medically wise, but, like, for you to just indulge in it when you don't need it is kind of unnecessary in a way. I don't know. People have their own reasons for things, but that's just my own perspective on it. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It would save me a great deal of money. I'll keep an eye out for some. Okay. I don't. Okay, what do you do for work? What do you do for a living? I work for an arrondissement property registry. It is a very important position in the municipality, though often the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence. You enjoy it? It pays the bills and gives me time to pursue other interests. What else is there to expect from a job? I make more than most people, that's for sure. Is money important to you? No, but I find it's a good indicator of value. Right. Anyway, I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going. See ya. See ya. Bye. Okay. Alina, darling, bestie, girl. Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Do we already have our favorite drink? Because if so... No. What kind of drink you like? My favorite has to be the poison drop. Nothing tops that one. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will they ever get you what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. That woman likes tomatoes in her drinks. It's indecent. Let's catch up. I don't know, man. Alina kinda I don't trust her. Oh, got stuck again. Poison drop, perfect mix. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one. Delicious. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Okay. Oh, I have so many questions for her. Okay, so I can ask her. Okay, I'm gonna ask her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with lounge chat. Yes. Yeah. That's where I confronted. Oh, Natalia, about spending all my father's money? Whoa there. Okay. 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 Dang it. Okay. Wait. Okay. 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 Shoot. Shoot. How many questions? I only have 2? 3. Okay, I have 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So Natalia's dead. Yeah, I know about that. And that's why she was after my dad. Oh, she's not even tipsy, man. Dang it. Syringe? A photograph of a syringe? What's this about? Know anything about it? Too much. I saw plenty of those at the hospital back when I worked as a nurse. You were a nurse? Sometime before my dad had earned a fortune, I worked at the Bukovi Hospital. Those syringes were used every day over there. I switched jobs last year and became an assistant for Dr. Durand. She's Killian's mom, if you've met him. While working there, I noticed she uses the exact same ones. For whatever reason, she locks them in a cabinet. Did you have access to them? Of course I did. I think she locked them away because of Killian. I returned the key next. What do you mean? Yeah, happily unemployed. What did you mean? I'm just gonna ask about I'm gonna ask about Dr. Durand. Maybe this will like give me something on Killian, hopefully. Killian's mother. I worked for her for a bit. She always keeps her shelves well stocked with medical supplies. No. Okay, bye. I thought that would give me something on Killian because I don't know. Okay. Oh, I've already presented this one. Just know Natalia was in debt. Yes, I've heard Alina rant about her on a few occasions. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle. Oh, okay. Sure. You know anything about these? Perhaps I'm a bit slow. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Bye. Peace. Dip. Okay. Evening. Oh, okay, I guess bye. Oh. And there's no one else in the bar. Okay, let me go to my notebook then. Oh, it already outs it automatically. She rejected Elliot. That was a motive. That was technically a motive. Crazy. Okay, so these are our suspects. Oh, it's 1927. Okay. Lighter. And the lounge chat. Natalia's debt. Dr. Duran. Alina's old job. Elliot was rejected and the syringe. So. No. Killian recognized the syringe because his mother is a doctor and uses them constantly at her home. Alina recognized the syringe, seeing her. She was, okay. It could be lighter? No. No, he doesn't. Okay. Lounge chats. Talia's that. No, really. Dr. and Killer Carrion? Okay, okay. Okay, then I don't feel like that is important or that is important. I feel like Natalia's debt is important because then I feel like, personally, I feel like that goes. No, okay. I'm organizing my board a bit. Potential patrons. Okay, and then which one is this one? Oh, okay, I don't need that one anymore. And Natalia's debt, last drop, lounge chat. Cool. Let's bounce to the next day, shall we? Ooh. Oh, okay, so he is in here every day. Ow. Putting on chopstick. Okay. Let's talk to you, get this started. Evening. Present that to Hugo. I have a bad feeling about the guy, and he saw Evan's card. Temperature shooting. Okay, oh my gosh. And hold up, wait. Interesting. So, one of the suspects has seen and used syringes while working as a nurse. Considering what a murder weapon is, that's very interesting indeed. Another clue. Present that. Good work, bartender. I'm willing to test this theory, but you'll need to find and provide me with more clear motive as well. Keep working. Okay, and then also Dr. Duran? Oh, wait. Unreasonable rejection, one where they're running by people she socialized with, testing them out to see what you can learn. But you will still need solid motive. Okay, you want a drink? Let's give you a wake-up call, buddy. Okay. Wake-up call. Perfect mix. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as crime can be. Nope, no questions. Right around. Evening barkeep. We're gonna talk to you first. What's up, boss man? Evening floor. Have I already talked to him about that? No, I don't think so. Alina's dead? Or did he tell me that? Oh, wait, no, I think he told me that. Okay. Never mind. You. Olivia! It has been quite the day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting. Exhausting. Makes a woman crave a cold drink and a deeply comfortable chest lounge. I can help with one of those. She presses her long fingers together, her mouth slightly agape as she leans in close. The maid girl, and the one that works at the Hotel Clara, avoid her. She is what I would describe as trouble. I once saw her fighting with a known criminal, and not just any criminal. One of those henchmen of certain mob bosses. Henchmen? Yes. I'm surprised she isn't dead. If I'm honest, when I saw her here, I immediately knew I should warn you. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he's sober. Okay, good thing I didn't give him a drink. Good thing? Or did I? Oh no, I think I gave him a drink. No, I don't think I gave him a drink. No, I don't think I gave him a drink. And I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara attracting trouble. Right. Okay. Sort of drink. Okay, I have so many questions. Oh, I have so many questions. Because why are we asking about Father Lacey? Specific. Sword story. Supposedly the original recipe was invented by none other than a pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew. Interesting. Need a drink, Miss Carmen? Daring of you to ask. Yes, pour me something fabulous. Pirate's Joy, coming right up. The beginning of that one is hard because that thing freaking like jumps out the freaking gate, man. Like it just boom out there. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine, absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. This place must be dope without me. Do you know Natalia Reed? Natalia? I met her a few times. While I drink at Hotel Jubilee. Before the Prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she also frequented the theater. I don't blame her, but I do blame her for all the noise. She would drink a lot during the intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. Interesting. Her name did pop up now and then in conversations with fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't so popular with clients. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Interesting. Nonetheless, her death has been a great shame. You should talk to Killian about her. Yeah. I imagine he'd be on the suspect list. Killian loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you? I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eye. I have a pulse and I'm more than qualified for his affections. Interesting. Apparently we're asking how you know Father Lacey. Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Does it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy? Not really. Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's such a drag, sitting there clutching his little drink. It's like looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not like I can tell him either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at a secret speakeasy we share. I hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tiles sad. Let's hope. Okay. Just wondering, have you seen this before? Do you smoke? What a gorgeous lighter that is. But why are you showing me this? Do you smoke, Miss Carmine? Only for pleasure, as opposed to business. Plenty of actors smoke to be social. I pity the poor girls who puff away with puckered lips pretending to like it. You enjoy it? Certainly. After sex and before a big show, calms my nerves. What about your voice? She shrugs and the thick lining of her coat cushions her face. Everything in moderation, darling. She frowns, furrowing her brows and pursing her lips. What is it? My late husband hated smoking. I'm remembering a particularly unpleasant conversation we had. Sorry. Don't be, darling. I don't tolerate unpleasant conversations with anyone now. Noted. Did you know about Natalia's debt? Love your confidence. Oh, I don't know that word. Draga? I'm gonna assume. Absolutely incredible, but I don't know what you're getting at with this one. However, next time, please try to consider if this speculation makes sense. Apologies. It was just a question if you knew about if she was in debt. Your tab. Olivia winks at you and places the coin down on the table. A grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night, Olivia. Lover boy. Bartender, we meet again. Yeah. Hold up. Do we have a good drink for him? Mint punch. Yeah, let's just get him a mint punch. See, this one's going down. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Mint punch. Perfect mix. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle. Okay. Anyway. What's this one? Olivia mentions... I admit I'm casting a wide net, but patient yields dividends? I'm due a catch. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna... What do you think about Elliot being rejected? Rejection is simply the universe telling you to move on to your next opportunity. Some people haven't learned that, and they feel the sting. I bet you hear all that again. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't ask him about it. Alina recognizes certain things of past experience. Dr. Rand's assistants confirmed to me that she knows how to use him. This means... See, but the fact that we're calling it a murder weapon of sorts. Okay, I need motive. I'm gonna dismiss you for a minute. Okay, gotta get to work. Okay, yeah, whatever. Doodles. Talk to you. I don't really need to talk to you. Dang it. Okay, erased our previous chat log. Evening. Okay, bye. No, I didn't. End. Evening, Alina. What do you know about the victim, Natalia? I'm not talking about that, you floozy. I'm here to have a good time. Need a drink, Alina? Yeah, get me drunk. Okay. What is the thing with the highest amount of alcohol in here? Night count. Night count. Boom. Okay. Just talk to me. Okay. Well, I know that she's a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father. You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? Yes. I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a boat. Nothing I could dislodge. Not that I couldn't dislodge her or something. I might try to accept her if she curbed his worst impulses, but she gambled as much as my father does. She's an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called her out for her scheme, she threatened to have my father write me out of his will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings, but I won't do it. If being happy today makes me seem callous or even suspicious, I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. I see. I see. I'm gonna ask about the lover boy thing. I mean, I'm not totally against the idea. It would certainly secure my future. Wait, what time is it? I should get going. See you later. Okay, so okay, that's what I thought. I just needed confirmation, and I needed it to become a clue. I needed it to become a clue. Goods to note. Evening floor. Did you know about her? Did you know about this? Natalia tried seducing Mr. Dragos and have him right. I have played plenty of poker games with Lena Father, but rarely spoke to the girl. I heard plenty stories of her intelligence, however. You think that could be a motive for murder? Well, it would be a shame to see a sharp mind behind bars, but crimes deserve punishment. You know all about that, don't you? Thanks for the reminder. Okay, I have a couple more questions. I'm gonna make him a drink. Something timeless. Where is it? Let's just make him the Eastern Ruby. Eastern Ruby. Perfect mix. After this night, we'll be done. It's just a really long game, and and I'm already doing like 3 games this week, so it's just like, or 3 videos this week, so it's just like, these are long to edit. You know me too well. This is my favorite. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Anyway. Alina, yeah. I'm just gonna see what he thinks of this. What? Okay. What? No, okay, whatever. Elliot rejected. What do you think? Alright, whatever. Unhelpful. Did you know Alina? But wasn't Killian going around attempting to charm blondes? Yeah, that sounds about right. He's definitely the type to only care about certain looks. Fortunately, all the ladies seem to be smart enough to recognize him for what he is. Fortunately indeed. Look at the time. I cannot simply linger here any longer. And that's his usual line. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Good question. Did you know that's his stepmother? That was her stepmother. Alina's not capable of such things. She's a lady and good at sports. Mostly, you should redirect your investigation. Let's ask more about her old job. Yes, Alina worked with my mother and Patty, and then she quit. Goodbye. Unhelpful. Okay. Peter. Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon of the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon, darling. Anything about Natalia Reeves? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Then. I saw her here and there. I reckon it's real odd she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem the type, you know? Can you elaborate? She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever stuck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. The police or whoever is holding your leash should Be looking at cowards. Who says I'm investigating? You're right. Maybe. What? Right. Want a drink? A drink, Peter? I just want now on my lips loose. Who knows what they'll say? Cold winter. Oh my gosh! Oh, it was close. Cold winter, perfect mix. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. Did you know about Natalia's debt? Natalia's finances? Do I look like a banker? I heard she was in debt. She was a gambler and a drunk. Both are expensive hobbies. Have you ever collected money from your boss? You know I have. I'm the muscle. Money's heavy. Did you collect from Natalia? Did you? No. I don't think you killed her. I would never think Peter killed her. I think it's honestly one of the other two. Glad you... I see. But dead people can't pay back their debt. Exactly. He has no reason to kill her. Did you know it's her stepma? You have little money, and remember, having none is dangerous, especially when their wealth is threatened. Like drowning animals, they'll drag anyone else down to save themselves. Honestly, I think it's Alina. I think we have 4 suspects, right, though? Okay, we have 1 more. He's gonna love this one. You're barking through a tree. My bad. Will do. I'll stay out of trouble. Evening. Well, found out a couple of things. Lover boy. He likes blondes. Not a rare preference, but it's interesting in this case. What do you mean? Nothing. Never mind. Just heard it at work. Chasing promotion. Not to forget they're looking for criminals. One of them confide how killer all condescendingly told me to keep that to my... Good to know. Okay, also, did you know that that's her stepmother, technically speaking? I'm glad you're the one connecting interviews. This is like something straight out of a radio drama. It's a solid motive. Nice work. And that is all, Constable. Oh, got a bar to run. Okay. So, we are figuring some things out. Evil stepmother. Blonde victims. Lover boy. Broken heart killer. No, I don't think this has much to do with anything anymore. Oh wait, did I not put the broken heart killer on the... Hold up. And potential patrons. Not really important anymore. Lover boy. Not really important anymore either. Blonde victims though, that's pretty important. And still we have nothing on our darling because I don't think he did it. Yeah. Well, anyway, we have been playing for a minute. I really enjoy this game and I really like getting in depth to all the characters here. It's been really interesting. You know, just, I don't know. Anyway, I guess I will call it quits for now, and yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the video very, very much. Please like, subscribe, and comment your favorite fall activity. Do you like, raking up the leaves? Do you like building leaf piles and jumping in them? Do you like, I don't know, making fall drinks? Do you, I don't know, like cozying up with a nice book? You know, just give me something here, man. Okay, anyway, have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Love you all, and see you in the next one. Bye!